Cheers, eh?
Chills.
Baby, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. No, you don't look very fine. Nichani?
Just to start like that. Okay.
Because you told me that you would tell me. So what?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, welcome back to the podcast, Links, and everybody. Welcome back to who?
The cheesy and choose.
Links, we can't do this right now.
What?
Links, we had a whole thing about this last episode.
What did
Didn't
you
we
discuss?
give our fans a name?
Yes, the cheesy mates. Welcome back. Cheesy mates. Once
Yes. Huh? Welcome.
It's good to have you guys subscribed and locked in to the program. Yeah, the response has been overwhelming. We continue to appreciate all that you're doing for us, guys. And we'll also continue doing one or two things for you guys.
Okay.
One time.
First of
At
all,
Bungie.
let's just, before we start, I just want to tell you that I've not had the best day so far.
Okay.
I found out yesterday that I lost a friend.
Oh.
But this friend is somebody who has supported me since the Mandela Washington Fellowship. We're together.
Yeah.
And he was a huge supporter of Stu Relatable, all the stories. And so today I choose to celebrate him and thank the universe for the life that he lived. And I am going to dedicate this episode to him. Because at the end of the day, if Kakoma was here, he would have had the loudest laugh.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get that out of the way. If you don't think I'm up in my spirit, I'm going to try my hardest. But otherwise, I am here.
This is for Kakoma.
This is for Kakoma, the braai master. That guy could flip a brisket. Do you even know what brisket is, you? You just know Shin.
Goat meat.
Wait, another thing.
What? Yeah, what's the problem?
I convinced Links to wear a dungaree.
With this heat. You know, I think... No, you owe me.
I'm sorry.
You owe me someone because what happened to yours? What happened to
I
yours?
was not intending on wearing any.
Oh, Links were doing dungarees today. You, God will punish you, I'm
I
telling
knew
you.
you'd coming something down. And I wanted to make sure that I am mellow in yellow.
Okay. No, I'll get you back. I'll get you back very soon. In fact, after the podcast. 1 year.
How's been your week?
No, I think I actually give the same responses week in, week
Please.
out. So my week was great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
No, for once, I am training to be a positive person.
Yeah.
I've been told I'm very pessimistic. And I think pessimism is what's kept me alive. I'm not very expectant. I don't expect too much. Being hopeful actually, it ends up in disappointment. So I think negativity actually helps me somehow. Where I'm like not expecting much, like So yeah. Otherwise I'm learning to be, what's the opposite? Optimistic.
You're learning to be optimistic.
Yes. So I hear keeping positive to energy. It is. It's got its benefits because the universe listens at the end of the day. So yeah.
So this glass or this cup, according to you, is right now it's half what?
3/4.
It's half what?
As a pessimist, it's half empty. As a new optimist, it's 3/4 full.
No, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
You've learned, eh? Yeah.
Niripo.
Anyway, for me, my week, other than Kakoma, my week has been, it's been boring. I can't actually go back to thinking of anything good that happened during the week. It's been a bit boring, if I might say so myself. I wish it was better, but nothing.
Do you drink every day?
I don't.
That's the problem.
No,
That is the problem. I
it's a
need
good
to
thing,
unlock
and
you.
You can't unlock me to those levels.
It's not about levels. It's about creating happiness.
Speaking of unlocking, somebody on Facebook wrote a comment. They shared our video and they said that, I don't know, there's just something about this girl's Chima voice. I don't like it. It's irritating.
That's the gear we're talking about.
A guy.
It's a guy.
At voice yakumova. I'm like, bruh.
Do you remember the gent? Should we call him out or let it slide?
Him. I don't remember.
You don't.
But I did I guilt tripped him.
Mm-hmm. The video you posted?
No, I commented, Kaliome and Pete, go through comments. So I commented and I was like, I guilt tripped him using religion.
Oh.
I was like, this is the voice that God gave me, and I'll bask in his glory. So if you've got a problem with it, take it up with God.
Did he respond?
I didn't check. I think he deleted.
We need to check that. And yes, that's how social media works. If you are going to respond negatively to negativity,
it will just
they'll be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you ignore that or send positive vibes, they fold tails. They feel stupid and they might delete. Or I've seen instances where someone comments, they were negative throughout. No, Mr. Links, I just wanted your attention. Like there's better ways. There's you people who say, no, Mr. Links, I've got difficulties texting you because I know you won't respond. No. How? Me, I make sure I respond to everyone. But even as you text, make sure it's not small talk, it's sensible stuff. Let's make money together. Or if you want to say, no, let's meet for drinks, I'm open to that. But but meeting one day, I take a long time. But yes, I do not ignore messages. I respond to everyone. So feel free to contact me. Number and I'll share it. Small issue.
Okay. So right now, I want us to give out our weekly shout-outs to people. The first one I want to give a shout-out to, these are people who leave us comments on YouTube. We appreciate you. The first one is Alumbwe Sainant. He says, or they say, because I think it's a guy. Links was the most comfortable in this episode than the previous two. Shout out to improving. Still keep up the energy, Chief.
Thank you so much, bro. God bless you. May your pockets never run dry. Cheers.
And then Kandie Muninda says, I love the rawness in this episode. It's nice to hear a man's perspective of this relationship thing. Well done, guys.
Rawness, huh? Okay, boy. Cheers.
Oh my, shut the front door.
Oh, good.
Prince Gavin Mumba says, hey, Chesmates, I'm a fan over here and decided to make a portrait for our podcast.
Eh?
Hey, how can we deliver it?
At Prince Nani?
Prince Gavin Mumba.
Isn't that my boy? The one who does portraits for me. Oh, no. There's that gentleman who does portraits for me.
Which one? Not that one who makes those funny portraits.
Which one?
It's not him.
No, it's not him.
You know those ones that you'll be wearing a kaskuna in your dungarees.
No.
Please, Josh Arts. Dear Josh Arts, please make one of Link's logo.
Don't be funny.
I will pay.
So, gentleman wants to deliver. Should he bring to the farm or to my office?
He'll bring to your office. At least why are you rubbing it in that you have a job?
I'm never home, Kaidi. No, akarumba film.
We can look for another one. All right. Let's see. I want to find a good one. Monga Muyamba says, why can't you do this more than once a week? May I enjoy hearing your real life talks. Really. Keep it up, guys.
There's a lot of R and L's in there. If you don't know, you can do like this.
Ella, you know that the Lozi language does not have R.
Serious?
Yes. There's no R in the entire Lozi language. There's more to it. We don't have R. That's why. Also this. Muribe. So, I want us to play a game today.
Shout out to my boy Silu Messi. Our plug for the cards. So if you need these cards, we'll share contacts. It's a small issue.
Okay.
And we don't even know the contents, ka?
Z2 clue. Z2 clue. Z2 clue?
Yes, to find that you open and then things get a little steamy right now. So
okay. I think they call themselves Camerade Games. Yeah, I don't know if I have not butchered that. So this is how, oh my gosh, first of all, let me say I'm excited. Do you do game nights with your friends? Or
the drinks. If we're going to do game night, it's, I think, twice a year. And these game nights have to involve the drinks.
This is how serious I am about games. I'm taking off my earrings.
Inimandi.
I love games.
I'm not one to play games. I
gonna
think the
use the
streets
prop.
know me.
I
What's
love
that?
games.
Eshavel.
Yeah, to my props on set. Who knew?
Wazungu now.
So shout out. Kalinga ni mzungu. So
Kalinga
shout out.
mzungu.
Kalinga is not a
Kalinga white
mzungu.
boy thing.
Shout out to Z100 Clue. Z2 Clue.
Z2 Clue.
Z2 Clue, the describing game. It's pretty much like 30 seconds, but the Zambian version.
Same.
So I've literally done what the girlies say, unboxed it on.
That's what's that sound?
30 seconds.
ASMR.
ASMR. You know what I've been doing secretly when people are not watching? I've been eating. Anyway, I've been eating clay.
Yeah, you mentioned.
I deworm. I started watching these clay eating videos, and they're so addictive because you hear the.
So because of ASMR,
yeah,
you've started eating worms.
This is like 30 seconds, first of all, guys. This is like 30 seconds, but it's a Zambian version. So shout out to Silumesi. And for every game, like 30 seconds, if you're like me, you love yourself a good game, you're going to enjoy this because, you know, sometimes you play 30 seconds, there are all these questions on the cards, right? Some of our friends are not well exposed. So, over past 30
no, the only
seconds,
time I play 30 seconds is Nankani. Yeah, it's my one. I can't say on set.
Yes. So the whole idea is that there are different colors, eh? So there's a white side. I just want us to do a quick one. Quick. You're good at quick things. And the what for the fastest man goes to. So what we do is
your days are numbered.
There's white this side, and there's black this side. So if we had teams, would have different cards, different colors. So the whole idea is that you read something to your team, and then the team has to guess
what it is.
You
use is it description?
Yes, you describe. Yes, mostly you describe. So there's this kind of thing. Is
that 30 seconds?
It's 30 seconds.
It does 30 seconds.
This is called an hourglass.
Is that salt?
It's an hourglass.
Is that like salt? Is that sand or salt? I just want to know what element is in there.
You didn't even watch Days of Our Lives growing up.
I did. At our days, Shanshani. What was the theme?
So this one, this is a Zambian version of the game. So all the things mostly are related to Zambia. So it's a fun game to play with your friends, especially if you're from here. This is a little bit tough.
You see, so general knowledge, you have to be wild.
You have to be. All right. So I'm going to test you because we're just the two of us. I want to see how much you can get.
I like being tested.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock.
Flip that thing.
And then I'm going to try describe.
So you ask me everything, eh?
All right. Ready? I
was born ready, fam.
First question. It's a place where everywhere you go, they always put red polish on the floor.
Police camp.
Yes. One of the mines in Zambia.
KCM.
No, another one.
Concord. It's the same thing, you know.
If you don't know Sepas.
Pass.
The guy who played Blade. The black guy. Snipes? Yes. Where you go and drink something with coffee. Oh, I mentioned coffee, so that one's off. Okay. Yes. So like that. And then, this one is tough. I don't know how to describe it without you knowing. Pass. But anyway, time is done.
Oh, it's done.
So it means you got police camp right. You got Wesley Snipes right.
I was supposed to get everything right.
You're supposed to get everything right.
Describe properly.
So because we're just playing a few, I want you to flip. We'll be playing in another game.
So it's...
Usually you just have to pick a card on the middle.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, pick this one. It looks nice.
Which one?
This one. So, I'm doing things at your level. Let's go.
Okay, a Vedanta subsidiary.
Wait.
It's a mine. Vedanta subsidiary.
Bro, I wanted you to read the other side of the card.
Oh, not this side? Huh?
No.
My God. Okay, you read them. Give me.
Yeah. I saw easy things like Dora Celia. Pick one. Let's go.
So it's the black side, eh?
Whichever you want. Okay, yeah. Since it's just the two of us. Flip. Let's go.
It was a junkie group that was that terrorized Kopala.
That's a trick question. A junkie group. That's pass.
Okay. Zambian national team captain. Former captain.
Kalisha Walia.
Soja.
Katongo.
Yes.
Christopher Katongo.
My favorite lager.
Your favorite lager. Mosi. Vindok.
That girl who acted High School Musical.
Ashley Tisdale. Vanessa Hudgens.
No, I fumbled. No.
Dan.
This was a terrible pick, man.
It was a terrible pick.
It was Tokota Boys. You don't remember them?
Yes, I do.
Castle Lager is my favorite lager.
You are lying.
Yeah.
You are lying.
I didn't know
I buy you the big ones.
I didn't know how to. Not that you buy me the big ones.
You
Baba,
buy
I'm saying
the big ones.
I didn't know how to describe Hannah Montana.
Miley Cyrus.
How do I describe
Miley Cyrus is
yes.
Elias.
The River Between. How do you?
The River Between. Huh? It's a book written by Ngungi wa Thiong'o.
I wouldn't know. I don't read books, but I know what other rivers are between. So,
and actually, have you read The River Between?
No, I have
not. It's about that river, actually.
Oh, gee.
Yes, it's about Mutoni, and then she gets circumcised.
Can you send me a PDF?
I will. No, I'll buy you the book as a birthday gift. So anyway, shout out to Silumesi. We're definitely going to play more of this. Okay?
Fine.
All right, so let's get into today. We are talking about what, Links?
We're talking about body dysmorphic disorder or body dysmorphia. An interesting topic.
Yes. We're talking about how we view our bodies and how that affects us as people.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're viewing it in the negative aspect. How over the years we've viewed certain parts of our bodies in an ugly way. Based on the things that we've been told, based on the shaming that we grew up with, and that's basically it.
And also pretty much how men view women and how women view men, and whether how certain things we feel about ourselves actually matter to the opposite sex, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So growing up, did you have anything about you that made you feel uncomfortable? Any physical traits?
I can write a book. But yes,
short
my
stuff.
height.
I'm sorry. Oh, really? Do tell.
Foolish girl. Yes, my height. Instead of taking my dad's height, I took my mother's height.
Put your microphone to yourself.
My mother is a short woman.
Yeah?
My dad was tall. So me, I decided to take mom's height.
As a boy.
So nare kura kepi, all my classmates were very tall. Taller than me, but nishwa age mates.
Oh my gosh.
So I used to get bullied sometimes. Can't say all the time. They finally understood that I can so chair.
Is it? Do you think that you are funny because it was a defense mechanism to cope with your height?
No, I never spoke much.
Really?
Yes, there was a girl who was accusing me of talking much, and she was my senior at school. Mbololo, I see you. She was my senior at school, so I know this boy used to talk too much. And that's not true.
You never used to talk at school?
No.
When did you start talking?
I chatted after I left school.
You chatted after you left school?
After I left school. That's when I saw that the world is cruel to quiet people. You have to learn how to talk. You see? So I had a temper, an anger problem from a very young age. A lot of people have seen my photo where I was a kid. I don't know if you've seen it.
I haven't
with my
seen
face
it.
like
Is
this.
it cute?
It's not cute, it's angry. So I didn't like going to church. And my mother would wake me up very early to go and prepare for Boys Brigade. Yeah. So this one morning, they woke me up. And I was grumpy as hell. Let's go to church. Just because short boy. So they took a photo of me. I've seen some people make it their profile pictures as well. But yeah. So I've grown up with that nankan. I think
that kama skull here.
So height was a very, very big problem.
Yeah.
So I can't say you asked me if I'm funny.
If you use funny comedy as a defense mechanism.
No, I wasn't actually worried about my height.
Yeah.
I was very okay with it.
Yeah?
I wasn't bothered by it.
Really?
Yes.
Because I
never had anyone
in the front of the line.
Yes, during assembly. There were two, me and Dabby. Dabby's on chairs. Two short bunyas in class. Then all our friends are, me babe and whatnot. And I never heard one single person say, kafupi.
Yes,
really? On height, I was never bullied. Yes. Bullying came from home. The other thing that I was bullied for was my teeth. So there's bunny stuff and these in the sides. So I took
Sorry, I didn't see that.
fangs. So I took a while to sokwesha the teeth that were rotten. These were growing outside. So I don't know what that dentist was thinking. So if you're alive, I'm not happy.
What happened? What did they do?
He took out the wrong tooth.
No. The bunniness became more prominent.
No, I'm really upset.
Easter. How was Easter
There was
for
one,
you?
it's rotten and it's paining. But big man, I don't know what he saw. I chose, and I bought this I'm telling you. He removed the wrong tooth. I was 6 years old. I'm telling you. That was trauma enough to make me start drinking. Things are not okay. Because after a week, I noticed the pain is still there.
Oh my God.
And you know, rotten teeth start to smell, that decay. Number, ucha so. Then I asked someone, can you see anything rotten? But yes, so I noticed even the pain was too much. The root that they removed was fresh. The tooth was fresh. Then they caused this. Look, I became a vampire at a tender age. So now my mother, you know, bullying at home is different than from outside the home. At home, they make sure.
They're teaching again.
My lungu. So you do something, chimone ni fimeno.
Wait, pause. We'll get into that because I also want to talk about my problems. Me growing up, I had one big problem. Most people, I know now I'm thick, but I was a skinny child.
Serious?
Ha!
Could have never guessed.
I was like this, and to make matters worse, my mother, I used to play a lot with boys. I used to play in water. So I'd have permed hair, and then izonyuka, relax yakudala. It would drop off.
Zazu.
It was Zazu, I think. No, I used to use the green one. I think it was Sheen or something.
Not Ultra Sheen.
Ultra Sheen, yes. So I would put, and then you'd play in water. I don't know, back in the day, my hair would drop. Yeah. So I remember specifically grade 4. And my mother took me to the salon to plait my hair for term 1. When we reached there, my mother just told the baba, chijuve nicho. And I was already in the chair. Next thing you know, I had the car, mpala like that, a bald head. Not like this cute thing, bald.
Did you have a big head?
It was like a small head, but then the problem now is I had a big nose.
Oh, yeah.
So, I was worried waking up in grade 4, going to school, nampala, and on top of that, chimpuno. And everyone used to call me, the nose.
Mr. Bean.
Mpuno. They even used to call me Mr. Bean, yes. Used to call me Mr. Bean. I got a flashback.
Sorry for revisiting your trauma.
I got a flashback. I hated Mr. Bean because of that. And I used to look like a boy. And on top of that, I was flat, no butt, no breast.
Stuart, OG.
I had tunchafu. So once in grade 4 again, we were running, we were doing sports. And then Mrs. Peary at Modern Primary School, she told me that they were like, all the grade 4 girls, it's time to run. So me, I was wearing it, white kudala, without shoes. So I went to stand in the line with the girls. On your marks, Madam Peary came. Iwe, come out. This is only a race for girls. Then they used to call me boy girl.
Okay.
They used to call me boy girl.
I was going to ask, did that somehow turn you into a tomboy or something?
Later on in life, it did when I went to high school. Because I was at an all-girls school.
Roma girls?
No, I was at Kasisi. Oh. I became a tomboy. And then in grade 10, 11, 12, I used to play just with boys. Okay. Because I used to feel a certain way. But then when I reached grade 6, grade 5, one day I woke up.
TD game
to my titties, paw. And then they grew this much, but then my butt forgot to grow with me.
No, but it's there. Yes.
No. So, but then now we're talking about how when you went home, how was your situation at home, you short person?
The short thing, they would hammer me.
What was mommy bullying you about?
Meno.
Meno.
Meno, Chani. Now, you see, so I think the best training ground is home. If you can take bullying from your own home, especially your grandma, go. And with go, she will make sure it touches.
It hits the spot.
Yes, she likes, she hammers insecurities.
Sorry, I'm imagining you eating maize as a child. Go on. We're sharing traumas.
Well, thank you so much.
How did you feel when you watched Bugs Bunny? I'm sorry. Go on. Go.
And
I'm sorry. You laughed at me also. Go on. Go. Tell me about go.
She hammers insecurities. Yes, so with her, it's not just body dysmorphia. It is financial dysmorphia. It's going to touch where... Okay. But yes, so over time, if I'm bullied outside the home, Stevens or Baba, because I'm used to the situation. So I grew up with a very low self-esteem.
Yeah.
It's something I've shared actually with people close to me because I'm trying to help people boost their nankane. The only person who can boost your esteem is yourself. No matter how many people are going to tasha you and praise you, you feel it's massetting.
Yeah.
Until you stand in the mirror and reassure yourself of your beauty and everything, that's the first step to actually healing.
Yeah.
I tried to read about body dysmorphia and they said no, it's got no cure and all that because they classify it as a mental illness. Yeah, because you constantly dwell on the negatives and any compliment that comes is rubbished because you've told yourself. You know, the subconscious is a very strong thing. Once you feed your mind in a single that's it.
It's over, huh?
Yes. Everything starts with you. Stand in that mirror. So for me, I didn't read anywhere. I just told myself that these teeth are perfect.
Yeah. When did you decide to tell yourself that?
I think I was in grade 8.
Really?
Yes. It used to eat me up. You know, I'm just there worrying about so many things. I've got body dysmorphia for other things also.
Yeah.
That I can't say because it's very graphic.
No, say.
Okay, yes.
We're being
I was also
open.
never proud of my cock size.
What's wrong with your cock size?
I was never proud of it because, you see, the biggest problem also is porn. Porn conditions you to think everyone is supposed to have those wild sizes you're seeing. It's like, my boy is built like a horse. What's wrong with me?
I mean, as Xavier Thick.
You see?
I don't
and then
know
now, if you start watching porn at a young age, you think everything that you see is reality. So that affected me. According to science, I was pushing a decent size, but then because of what I was seeing, I was feeling inadequate.
Yeah.
So that is also a problem. If you can just tell yourself because the people who take enhancements and all that stuff, because for them that's entertainment.
Yeah.
Don't look down on yourself, Chief. You're just okay.
Stop summarizing. You're summarizing into
no, I'm trying to help someone who was
like
in the same
you.
shoes. So then I realized, for me to go
Tuma, tell me.
I only got for this issue. It was now feedback. Feedback is the only thing that boosted my confidence because every day wabuka because one, money you don't have. Then he said you're not cutting. Was like, sad.
What do I have to offer the world?
God, do I?
On top of that, bunny teeth.
Oh God.
What's your favorite food, bunny chow?
How are you eating? Yeah. So it is only feedback here and there that helped me boost my self-esteem inside. But I realized as years went by that no, the reason I was conditioned that way is because of the material I was exposed to. You see? When all along I was just fine. So there are times when I would look at myself like, is this the right nankane? Is this how men are supposed to be?
Yeah.
You see? You're asking yourself all those questions. When at the end of the day, if your woman is okay with that, I think there's no problem there. So there was that. Then there was the teeth. That one also I just told myself in the mirror, hey, Chief, the teeth are what shape your face.
Yeah.
Don't you think I'm a snack?
Should I be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
I think your mouth area is your strongest feature. I personally like your teeth. I like your mouth.
You're
I think
shy.
it just not like it compliments you in a way that, like, whenever I look at your mouth, I'm like,
You want
this
to
guy.
chow.
No,
Look at that. You started.
I'm trying to say.
Yes.
I have to swallow. I don't know why. Whenever I look at your mouth, I'm like, it makes you look friendly and welcoming, and it's a pity that people made fun of it, because I think it's a good feature on you. Yeah, so I might make fun of your teeth right now, but I think it's me just trying to make it less awkward for me.
Yes, I love them.
Don't overdo it.
Hey, man, we're intensifying the problem here.
Okay, so can I also be open about my problems?
Yes, baby.
Yeah. I think, like, for me, the biggest problem I had once I turned 9-10 years old, I was quite thin. People don't believe that even when I was in junior high, in primary, I was the fastest runner at my school. Grade 8 and 9, I was running in 100 meters. I was running in relays. I was doing what? And then I was in boarding school. It was hard. Shout out to Kasisi. Eating wasn't good. And then I went to private school. And then I started eating and eating and eating and eating. And the weight just started piling on. It used to be a little bit. But then one day I wake up, they're like, boy, na, yendan kusaido. Then I was in class, I'm like, what are these fatos, you know?
So was it puberty or it was food?
It was, first of all, I come from a family where everybody is big.
Oh,
so me, number one, the problem with me is it's genetic. Yeah, my grandmother was bigger, and then because, our losses like original losses, very tall, very huge. So I had that already. And then to put in my grandmother's genes, I just started getting big. I started getting fat. And I think for me, that's something that from a young age has killed my confidence. Like, even it took me a long time to even feel that I'm someone who would be desirable to somebody, because I've always felt that my weight held me back. It made me feel that I was not as pretty as other girls, especially when you are reading magazines or when you are hanging out with people and just seeing all the boys are talking to that one person. I was in boarding school and I have crushes. No boys looking at fat people, the fat girl in class. Or I go to school now, post secondary, and I'm going through all these issues. Or you walk into town, they're calling you a balloon type. Vimakaponya.
I know if a calls balloon type, she's feeling you.
No, yes, but then they look at you in a way that was more sexual and not like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, if you're young and people are passing such sexual comments to you as a woman, you don't feel good about it.
Okay.
So I think for me, my biggest problem growing up has always been my weight and how I just, for the longest time, I didn't like looking at myself in the mirror. I was a tomboy. I used to dress in boys' clothes because I didn't feel that I deserved to dress in feminine clothes, you know? And even when it comes to relationship-wise, or even up to today, even when a man tells me, oh, you're hot, I laugh. Or when they give me compliments, I laugh. Or when they tell me I'm beautiful, which I don't think is true even today. Yeah. So for me, it's always been that, and it's played such a huge role in how I view romantic entanglements and how I view comfortability. I'm not wearing lingerie. I'm like lights on or lights off. I'm always pretty much most of the time I want to be lights off, because what the hell are you trying to see on me?
Yes, I saw you ask
you saw me where?
No, you asked that question on Facebook. The one for lights on, lights off.
Yes.
How did that go? How did that poll go?
Majority of people, lights on, lights off. The answers are lights on if it's somebody new, because you want to see the Tuswende.
This is how people are gauging Tuswende now.
Also, lights on because you want to see what you're eating.
Hey.
Lights off if you are cheating on your partner and you don't want to see, and you want to envision their face.
What was my comment?
You said always lights on.
Yes.
Why?
Food eaten in the dark, you can to a shit a cockroach. Come on. So better lights are on. No, I mean when the lights are off. You can't eat food in the dark. You eat a cockroach. That's the translation. So better the lights are on. so that you see everything. Because I don't want to leave anything on the plate at the end of the day. Everything has to be consumed. So personally, our light has to be on. I think my my colleagues understand. In a way, there's no, because even if I go to a lodge and there's no power, my lodge,
no,
I'm telling you,
there's no man who's ever said that in the history of the brotherhood.
I'll be reading the comments. They will say,
they will not.
We got the lodge. You Kanan. When we went to the lodge, there was no power. What did they tell you? Bond. There's no way in hell we are doing stuff in the dark. That's that. Nah, me, I love to see.
What if you're with a person who has negative feelings about their body and they don't want you to see everything? That is not something that you can also force on somebody.
The thing is, how did we get there? I'm not. If you are negative about, these are conversations you should have with people before, as you are building.
Oh, hi, I'm just worried about my love handles. I'm worried about my stretch marks. I'm worried about
that sounds like one night stands, and
no, even like partners.
How don't you know that she's got those nankani?
Huh?
How don't you know that she's got an issue with her body?
Do you think there's any man who's ever looked at a woman and seen stretch marks and he's like, no, I'm not hitting that because she's got stretch marks?
I don't know about those guys, but hey, bro, stretch marks are where it's at. Today's
my little tiger.
You. That's where it's at.
No.
I can say what the family house.
Lies.
Stretch marks are beautiful.
Lies.
Yes, on body dysmorphia, there's a lot of women who worry about that. I've seen them use, I won't mention the products. I've seen them use certain products that advertise saying they are good for stretch marks. And skin is different. Some people, it actually works for them, and others, it doesn't. But for things like stretch marks, maybe you can be worried because of how you are going to look. Maybe when you go to a swimming pool or something, then there are those maybe, because they are different. There are those darker ones and whatnot. But then, obviously, things for skin, that's skin stretching.
Yeah.
I think it's important to invest in natural remedies, natural supplements, When stuff is taken inside the body, I think it works faster and is more sustainable than those that are just used outside.
Applying.
So there's vitamin E and vitamin C are good for skin. So but don't get rid of the stretch marks because they're fine. But yes, if you are maybe worried about that, like maybe it's going to affect your image and whatnot, maybe you can try these things. Because
we've been taught a lot, especially as women. Like, I feel for me, something that I don't like is how preference plays such a huge role in how women view themselves. Because if I'm with a man, there was a situation, I've forgotten it, but I'm going to narrate it. So this girl says she's dating someone, and she says that this man has told her that he's interested in women who are thick, but her she's slim. And she's worried. Wait. Don't already make conclusions. She's worried at maybe he's going to cheat on her because naturally, first, she's the first woman, her body size, that he's ever dated, and that maybe he's going to cheat on her with somebody that he actually likes. So is preference, even in relationships, an actual thing?
You see, if you've got a preference, go for that. Me, my preference is big women. I love thick and fat. That's my preference. Now tell me why I'm going to approach a slim woman and force her on a diet to gain. That is stupidity. I actually conducted, and I spoke about this not so long ago. I said, if you like a certain kind of person, go for those people. It doesn't make sense for you to say, I love slim women, and then you go for a fat woman and then start forcing on a diet to lose weight.
Or they bully you.
You see.
You've been in a relationship and your man is going to keep telling you that you're fat.
You see, and now your mental health is... And then you've grown up being bullied. And now your own man, someone who's supposed to love you and make you feel comfortable, is shoveling you. That's a whole big problem.
With the same thing.
Jen, stop doing that, guys.
Or like, you're fat, right? and then you've always had a problem with food.
Yeah.
And then somebody tells you, you eat a lot.
Just because you're fat. Man, what do you call that? Huh?
Huh?
What do you call it? Actually, where you not prejudice. There's that word that you said. Where you just assume somebody is a certain way because of how they look.
Exactly. But then it's for instance, it's genetic.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like if like me, preference, I feel is something that's important. And I also try to ask people what their preferences are.
Yes.
Before I do not, one, starve myself, or two, because even me, I've never liked light-skinned men. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Because for me personally, that's always been my preference. I've never been into light-skinned men, right? Because I feel that when I was growing up, light-skinned men always made me feel the most unattractive. I think the narrative is changing now. Back then, light-skinned women were what was the epitome of what beauty is supposed to be. That was the standard of what beauty is. Yeah. And people who were dark-skinned, there was always that one pretty light-skinned girl who was always the prettiest in class. Mm-hmm. And then there was us, my type 4C hair. Also, people would watch Shaka. When they would watch Shaka, they'll be like, Stu, your people. You know what? Middle finger. Your people are on TV. And I was never the girl who I knew at that back then. Like, I'm not getting a light-skinned man. Because light-skinned men, as far as I knew back then, never found dark-skinned women attractive. And that's something that ended up also changing the way I view relationships and the way I view people who I want to be with me.
That's why I'm your brother.
Huh? That's why you're my brother. I'm not saying you've changed any stereotypes about light-skinned men. Because even you've got those to misango.
No, since we're discussing preferences, growing up, my preferences were usually dark women. I think I've only been or dated one light-skinned woman. And at the end of the day, preference is what kills happiness. I've seen that. Because you find the people that you prefer, most times you will notice, the people that you prefer are not the ones that you even end up marrying. I've seen a lot of people. For example, me, you will find that the person that I will end up marrying is like a slim, light girl.
Fire.
What do you mean fire? You see? So it's completely different from me who likes dark, big women. You see? In India preference, young. So, what was that? The one that drove us to this? It was dysmorphia. Yeah, nankani. For Yamalite. Hey, things on in the dark. Off. So many women are worried about what the man will think if the light turns on. Yeah. Because she's worried about the stretch marks, the rows, and whatnot.
The stomach.
And then there's men. Because if you've known each other for some time, I think you've discussed certain things. Insecurities are an important thing to discuss.
Like,
they are hard to discuss.
If somebody, like, people like me who've got like small butts, and then you're afraid of doing certain positions because because your butt is out there, like you can't see your butt. Then you're like, this guy is just looking at your butt. Ako.
I feel like you're making fun of people with small butts.
I have a small butt. You know I have a small butt.
Do you guys think so?
Yes, I have a small butt.
Some people will show your bums.
I've always been called that me I've got small bums all my life. I don't have, if I have bums, they've just grown now.
Yeah, they've grown. We'll have you know
now.
That.
No, but I don't have like upper bottom. Like, I don't have a jiggle, you know, that your bum that is like nice. I don't have, and it's something that stresses me because I can't do certain things because of my butt. I can't wear
Is that part of your
suits.
dysmorphia?
Yes, I can't wear certain clothes because of my butt. I can't wear bathing suits because of my butt. I can't do certain positions because of my butt.
You should try standing in a mirror. Like I was saying.
I have stood in the mirror and I've got my lousy bums. They just get high like at an angle. They're like, and then they fall. Don't laugh at them.
Teardrops.
Links. You call her links.
No, I'm not supposed to be bullying you, but yeah.
No, okay. We're talking about it. We're talking about it, you know. So if I want it in the dark, it's because I'm protecting myself, maybe also from comments that have been made to me before.
Okay.
There are people who've probably said something about it. You know, you're in class, they'll write a top 10 list of girls with big butts, and then they'll be like, the top 10 with girls with small bums, and then you'd be like, looking for your name. And I was always number 7.
Serious?
I beat 3 other geezers, you know.
My God. You see, that's progress.
It's not something, you know, yes. But it's something
But has
that's
that ever
taught.
happened where lights on maybe and then a gentleman passes some funny remarks afterwards?
I've always wanted to be told, no, don't feel, you know, I think women, we romanticize things in our heads, right? Me, it would be nice to be told, like, you're beautiful. I've never been given that assurance, I think.
Somakuza kunyumba.
Me, at home, they used to call me at I've got a chinos that finishes the air in the world. In-laws, they would say, tuti ngoye feza moya mwalifas.
Oh, then that's pressure.
I look at my nose now.
Yes, I am actually. At least there's need for at least one mention. Your grandmother or your grandfather or just a family member say, look at you looking gorgeous.
No, I've got compliments.
Give any come, but if you're getting
listen, I'm not saying that I've never been told I'm beautiful. I've gotten a lot of comments that I'm beautiful.
But the scale, look at that message you got. Was it today or yesterday?
Mazo. Even yesterday I got another
girl
one.
thing.
It's not real, you know?
What do you mean?
Like, I've got messages where people, oh, you're so beautiful. And me personally, I don't see it because I don't think
so it's in here.
I reached that standard of beauty that I feel I should be on.
Okay.
I don't think I am. I'm not serving what I should be serving. So then when people tell me like, oh, you're so beautiful, I think they're lying. Even men, if you tell me I'm beautiful as a man, maybe you're just trying to get some. Then you'll be like, chijanacho, champono, or something like that.
Chiwaya.
I didn't say waya. Links.
No, but I'm going to use you an example now. Right?
Use me because I always use you.
Language, please. In this case now, it so happens that even as you grow older, your life is just based on the things that you've heard growing up. People can be so genuine about your looks. The people can be starstruck. They look at you and this girl is everything. But because of what your mind has been fed, you doubt every single compliment. I mentioned that. So that's what I'm saying. Personally, I'm not going to speak about what's worked for other people or what science has said. I'll speak on what worked for me and advise somebody and it actually helped them. The mirror is a powerful tool. This is why Banganga like the mirror very much. It's a very spiritual thing. When you are speaking into the mirror, you're talking to yourself and you're talking, that's your image. You guys don't understand how strong or powerful a mirror is. Speaking to the mirror is proper reassurance. You are telling yourself how beautiful you are. You see? You are saying, this nose is big, but it's perfect. These lips are tiny, but they are fine. I love them the way they are.
That's another thing. Sorry, my lips. Admit, even you have small lips.
Yes, I have small lips. I'm very
Even
aware.
I've been told I've got small lips.
And I'm usually showed after a kiss. You say, man, my lips are small. Didn't you enjoy it? Bastard girl.
Even me when they're doing my lips, like the makeup.
Are they tiny?
You've got to my small lips. To my lips like a mzungu.
Hey.
Are your lips on the mouth the same as the lips on the... you were saying?
Yeah, this woman.
I've been told that. Who's in horror that side? Leave my trauma alone.
So, kuzuza vintu mira vimasebenza.
Masebenza ga?
Fira bomba last.
Yeah.
Ure ebe fintu. No, I'm perfect. I'm beautiful. That's how I started gaining confidence.
Yeah.
Over the years. Because right now, there's nothing anyone can tell me that can break my spirit. I'm telling you. Gunje but that boy Shanshan or your Shanyo Ukamba weka.
Yeah.
It can't work.
Yeah.
So now there's that. There's the body. Now there's the inside that you have to convince that everything that you said about your physical, even your inside accepts. You see, because you can be pretending at all is well. Kanshi chirok karipa. That's P. Diddy's dance fam.
Speaking of P. Diddy, let's digress because once we digress a little. Bro, can we talk about your new father.
I was in the Balthazar.
Belfazar. Belfazar?
Shout out to my boy.
No, don't shout out. Bad man.
Real bad man.
Real bad man. You naughty man. Go to my room.
400.
400 hands. 400. 400. But he gave me...
A moment of silence.
But he that guy helped me realize something in my life.
He's a real bad man.
No.
What?
He helped me realize that for the first time in my life, I shouldn't be confident or comfortable with these men who want to be sneaky links. Because these men who want to be sneaky links are all Belfazers, but without the camera.
We shouldn't even be condemning him.
Huh?
There's
No.
people doing worse. Very Kamba. That man, we are only shaming and condemning him because his stuff is documented. It's on the camera. There are people
Others
doing that
every day.
You see. But they do not video
I just want to
themselves.
be known as the girl who's someone who you see on Fridays or just someone who you see on Saturdays. I don't think it's nice. Because that's what he obviously was doing. He had them lined up in his diary.
Hey, and they seem to enjoy it. Every single one of them. I haven't watched all 400. I've watched like 10 videos. And every one of them looks like they had a blast.
Okay, that guy was scaring, eh? He committed with... He committed... Wait, stop touching your nipples, you're freaking me out. He committed...
What was he doing, man?
What was that, though?
No, there's gents who enjoy that anyway.
I know you don't
I
enjoy
hate
that.
How do you know?
You told me.
I hate.
You hate that.
I do not have any erogenous zones on my body.
No.
I swear upon God.
Monica Gela says there's 7.
Yeah, there are gents who have them. Me, I don't. I hate being touched.
Like that.
Just don't. Nipples, shani. Guys, that is not what God's plan was. God's plan was just procreation. Hammer, have a baby, life passes. Now,
How?
they want to start doing
Have you ever
jump
tried?
starting.
Doc, have you ever tried to be
There was a
jump-started?
girl who wanted to try. I just thought, sweetheart, if what tampa better fit to kunganda. Let's just go home. Because what you have started, slow being I'm telling you. I can't. I'm not a fan. I'm not judging those people who love that. I hear it's actually a good combo. You're hammering, she's doing it like this. Good for you, Chief. If that works for you, that's
But then we
cool.
can now bring that into physicalities, the topic of the day, into physicalities and how our preferences and what we want actually affect our relationship standings.
Oh, yeah.
For instance, like for me, I've got big boobs, right?
Titty game, fam.
I've got titty game, yes. And
Yeah.
there are men who just don't like titties.
Links.
You don't like titties?
Not a fun. Titties are nice to look at. But,
No.
fam,
Are you serious?
yes. I've got a friend, though. Huge fan.
So what are you into physically?
Legs.
On women? What
Legs.
kind of legs do you like?
Big legs. Big legs and big arms. I don't know, I've got a thing for arms. I love arms and leg. I used to be a bum person, but then I realized it's not much I do with a bum.
It's vanity, yeah.
Otherwise, itchy leg, you.
I've seen you
Itchy
post many
drumstick.
statuses of women with...
With what? Didn't they have big legs? Yes, they had bum as bonus, but leg is where it's at.
So you're just into legs. You're like, show me
my
your
body
legs.
has even worked.
Thick legs.
Yes. Even if she didn't have a bum, as long as leg is available. Yeah, what do you want?
No, I'm
chase.
no,
Just
I'm
do
not,
chase.
No,
Just
I'm
do
not. I'm not
chase.
chasing your drink because if you put it down, you're a psycho. But what I'm trying to say is that we are all attracted to certain
Do something.
things, right?
What do you like in a man?
Me.
Physicalities.
What do I like, huh? It's a tough question, eh?
True. You never thought about it.
Me. I thought.
yeah.
I like mouths in men.
I like
I
mouth.
like mouths.
You
I'm
back
into...
off.
Maybe don't talk once in a while. I'm into... I'm into messed up teeth in men. Like, that's my kryptonite. No, I don't do that. Wait, I'm trying to explain something. I like men whose teeth are just not perfect. It's just something that I can't explain.
Wow, yeah.
I think men whose teeth are not straight are just... There's just something beautiful about them because
Yes.
it's that imperfectness to something that is You links, can I talk?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Don't do that. But me, if a man has straight teeth, I'm not coming for you. No, like I'm not like I'm not coming for you. Like it means that I'm not coming to. I'm not like men. You just don't. You need to have. Like I used to see this guy for a long time, and he had like the most crooked teeth. Hello, like him, his to my teeth. Oto. Stones of monga twako. Him, he had like one cut tooth like out there.
Oh,
I don't know, like he would smile, and then you see now you're tooth judging, you're tooth shaming. Yeah, for me that's the one thing I like in men. I like men with crooked teeth because when they smile, their faces have personality.
Mixed up dentures.
Yo, it's a turn on. Hello, if you've got a tooth, I think I go. Nice.
I'm going to start taking tea now.
Shut up, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, so that's all you like.
And then I also like, for me, I like men with certain sizes as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will not lie and say that I'm going to be dating a man who has something that's smaller than what I would like, because like I need to be honest. I've said a lot. I need to be honest with myself. But then again, like, so please do that. Not anything too big again. Because too big again, what am I doing? Trying to take myself to heaven fast? No. But then also, I wouldn't say that size doesn't matter. But so the other thing that I like is I think I like men who are sensual. Men who want to just feel like they're worshipping you, not just men who look at you like you are not physical. Me, I think I'm physical. I want, if a man wants to be with me, he is appreciating every inch of me.
Oh.
Yes.
I know what that's called. I learned this from, what's her name? A friend of mine, Kimberly.
It's
called a praise kink.
A praise kink.
Yes. You want to be worshipped and adored.
You know why? Because people like me who've been through a lot of body shaming,
whenever you're given
we want validation in all aspects of our lives.
To tasha you every now and then.
Even when if you notice that even when I do something, like we're working on the podcast, I do something, I'm like, look, I made receipts. I want you to be like, wow.
I say it,
good job.
Don't I say?
I remind you.
You get out.
Links, what's different about me?
The glasses in the
hair. You got it. I thought you didn't notice. You've disappointed me. Yes,
they're cute.
They're cute, eh? Shout out to Ephraim, my plug on the streets in Cairo Road. But Ephraim has been plugging me glasses for almost 12 years. He even has my prescription.
Wait, your sight problem, what is it?
I'm short-sighted.
What's that called? In science terms. Huh?
I'm short-sighted. It means that if you're cheating on me and you're far away, I won't see you.
Oh, that's why I said those are the best conditions.
I'm dressing for you now. Sheila.
You know that video?
Which video?
The one for the flirting one.
What flirting video? I don't know what you're talking about. We're not flirting. We were just being siblings.
I was shocked, Kari. That's what they were saying.
We're flirting. We don't flirt us.
And Shmi, that's not how I am. I've never been known to be a flirt.
You're not a flirt?
No. I really suck at flirting.
You are lying.
OG.
You know how you don't... You just go for the kill. You don't have time to flirt.
Yeah, man, time wasted is never regained. Do you want this or not? So if you say no, Links, no. I'm stepping.
So you don't like to fight for it? You don't like to fight for relationship?
No. I used to fight. I was a fighter. Then I realized I was fighting wrong battles. You have, maybe, you know how war was back in the day? So maybe it's Rome versus Greece and whatnot. Yeah, me I would be fighting a war in Tanzania. That's how it was. Instead of fighting one of... are you getting this? You are completely not in that war. But you're trying to fight for something, and it's... After you're done fighting, they just give you a peck. Yeah, I'm giving an example. That's the peck. You're expecting a relationship. You're just pecked on the cheek. And they kept it moving. So I do not fight for relationships anymore, man.
But what about if you were to meet a woman, right? Who is thick, who is beautiful, who is just the way you like them, but then they're like, I don't want to be with you in a casual way because I want a relationship. What do?
She can go find another man.
Rubbish.
No, for real.
Rubbish.
I don't want to waste your time at the end of the day.
Really? A tough one, eh?
No, because you won't hear a woman say that links led me on.
You give what
I'll
you're supposed
tell you
to.
the truth from the get-go. I'm not going to tell you let's start a relationship and then I ghost you, no. If you start a relationship, you said it alone in your head. Because I'm a traditional person. If I want a relationship, I'll tell you. I want to be with you. I'll ask you out. Traditionally, the way things used to be back in the day. But these days, relationships are starting based on assumption, and that's a problem.
So as a man, do you think if the woman you're with ended up with a man whose physical appearance was the total opposite of what you are, do you think you'd feel intimidated? Because I'm asking this question because I know when men find their women cheating, it's always, who is it? You know what I mean?
Because they want to see what he
They
looks
want to
like.
see who it is that they lost to. And most these big, buff, strong men, they get so mad when they discover that their woman has cheated on them with, for instance, links. You get what I'm saying? Like that physical battle between males when it comes to, do you think that as men you gauge each other's strengths, you gauge each other's social acceptance of what beauty is, and then you feel a certain way when, for instance, your woman then cheats on you with someone who's the total opposite of who you are?
There's always that. It reality hits you. Ask yourself, why has she done this? And then for women, I hear most times a woman cheats, it's because it's always an emotional thing, not physical and whatnot, but that's a lie. I've seen nowadays.
It's physical as well.
Yes. She'll look at this man and then she'll want to. I was going to share a story, but later on. Women are, these days, women don't care whether they cheated emotionally or whatnot. So if I had a woman and then she cheated on me, I don't have time to ask. Maybe if I just heard that, she's cheating and whatnot, I don't have time to ask with who.
Are you serious?
No, I don't have that time.
Because me, if I'm a plus size girl and you're with me and you cheat on me with a woman who is thin, smaller, I'd feel a certain way about it.
I'm not doing any assessments, Mandy. Because, one, she's cheated. That's the biggest problem here. Not with who, with what, and whatnot. I'm going to just ask her why she did that.
I'd like to talk about what we were talking about before the camera started rolling. As into, your man cheated with who? That is a very big question.
Yeah, but personally, no. I want to know why you cheated so that I can understand the motive behind your nonsense.
So it's a big Mr. Zambia looking.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The bottom line is she cheated. She could have done it with anybody. How sure am I that that's the only person she cheated with?
I think for me, that's what a lot of women then, like, because I've been saying I've got all these problems with my image and whatnot. But then I reached a stage where I learned to accept who I am and love myself for who I am, right? And out of that, I gained confidence.
Okay.
But it's easy for that confidence to be broken when someone you trust decides to deceive you and they go the opposite of what you are. So, for instance, this man has made you feel so beautiful, so seen. Before I lose my track, Mvela, there's this thing where, right? There are some men who say, I'm interested in plus size women. I like them big, even like you. I like them big, I like them thick, I like them what. But these men do not want to be seen in public with these women sometimes. Because the perception of what your friends are going to think when you're with a woman like that outweighs your commitment to that woman.
There's that.
We've been in relationships as plus size women. I'm not speaking for all women. I'm speaking maybe for plus size women where you actually meet a man who you like, but he doesn't want to be seen with you in public. And for me, it's something that I struggle with even to today, where a man will tell me they like me, but they want to meet me in dark corners only. They don't want to be seen walking with me
in public. Yeah.
They don't want to introduce me to their friends. Remember Fat Amy? No, that wasn't the name. I flipped. Remember? Anyway, I'll tell you about her.
Okay.
One day. But like, it's that thing where this man claims he likes you, but the words of positive affirmations that he gives you are between you, him, and the darkness that surrounds you.
That's it. Never in public.
Never in public.
Oh, okay.
He'll be like, oh, I don't want to, oh, I wish I could come. But then he comes, ndeve afuna, afuna kugwira chikwendo, afuna kuchita chani.
But in public,
he's not taking you out to meet his friends, to meet his family, because to an extent, he's embarrassed by his own preference.
Okay. That's a common problem, actually.
It's a bad one. Like, I even feel emotional talking about it because as a plus-size woman, I feel like I've experienced that where men want to be with you, but they don't want to be seen with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So for them, the preference just remains between you and them.
Yes.
But more public areas. No, but in personal nankani, in my personal experience, my plus-size women know. We are going together. The drinks. My friends cannot tell me what, or they cannot judge what I like. You see? So I don't, maybe it's because I've got few friends. I don't know.
Yeah, you have like 2.
But in public, if me and you are something, we've got something going on, I'm not even afraid to hold your hand. We're walking together. Chidogude, mwah. We're walking together. Because I think by now everyone knows what I like. Everyone knows my preferences. So there's no judgment for me. If people know what your preference is, there's no problem with you walking with your preference. So some men, it's not really because he's trying to keep you. It's because there's other women that is afraid of seeing you two together.
He's cheating.
Promiscuity does that a lot.
Yeah.
He's keeping you away because you're not his only woman. Guys, I'm sorry for breaking the guy code, but hey, it's what usually happens. They know the real woman. They know the real madam. So if they see you together, it's pressure. You get me?
Do you know how many secret relationships plus-size women have been in? Where it's a full-fledged relationship where bakusunga munga ndiwe chebe chililomba bakudiesa chebe usiku wakupasa porridge you are hidden, and this guy is like even me, I get messages in my DMs, no, what can we meet, okay, where's home? Yeah, like, why do you always want to meet? The first option you want to meet is home. And yes, you know your friends do that,
but how was that a problem?
It's a problem. Why the hell do you want to be in my house? They want
to come to your place, huh?
Yes. Baby Sama. Like, where is home? I can pass through. I had this guy in my life once, right? Very affluent. Like, I don't think anybody ever knew about us. Ever. Because he didn't want to be seen with me. But he worshipped me. Like, you know, there's even this condition where some men like to force feed women. Do you know that? Like, there are men who've got a fetish for big women. Like, they want to just be choked by the thighs, and then they start feeding you. Huh? Do you know that? Is anybody in here? Are we alone? Are we serious? Okay.
Go busy.
Like, women, there's this thing. Wait, we've got technology.
Force feeding.
Huh?
They force feed you so you gain more weight?
To gain more weight?
Huh?
Yes. It's a whole thing. Like, men will find you and they're like, oh, you know what you need? A burger. Then you could go like a fetish veggies. Wait.
But wait.
I'm telling you. Where men make women fatter. Yes, it's a whole thing. I typed it so fat, I wrote the N-word. You don't know that? You've never heard of that?
So that you can suffocate them or something?
Huh?
So that you can suffocate them?
Not fat fetishism.
This drink is strong.
There's a whole thing. There are people who have, like, it's like a fat fetish. Yeah, it's called fat fetishism. Yes, people who are attracted to people who are clinically overweight. Feederism.
Oh yeah, feederism. Maybe.
Feederism. This man just wants to buy you food, so you gain more weight. The bigger you are, the more attractive you are to him. It's a whole thing.
I can't comment on that.
You can't comment on feudalism.
No, I can't.
Like, but then there are
It's the first time I'm hearing of it.
Really? Like, okay, for me, we live in Zambia. It's not the
Also, I
first world
can't
country.
touch people's fetishes.
Me come and
They
feed
know.
me. Me feed me. Like, the economy is
Chikondo
hard.
kudeche.
You see what you've said now, Chikonda Chani?
Chikondo kude.
What does that mean?
Don't you like a meal? Don't you like to graze? No, because you condemn me at me, I don't like eating.
You never eat in front of me.
I'm shy.
Is that what Chulilomba is?
I'm shy.
You've never eaten food in front
What
of
if
me.
I'm shy?
You've never eaten food in front of me.
No, I have.
No, you haven't.
Okay.
I said food.
Yes, I've eaten food
That
before.
wasn't food.
What did I eat?
I don't know what you ate.
You, God is going to punish you.
You is already punished you. Look at you struggling in week 2 of November. So at the end,
But Kwena.
I went far. But like, yeah. So men want to be seen with you. They don't want to be seen with you. They keep you private. They hide you from their friends. They're embarrassed to introduce you to their family. I watched this girl on TikTok. She's a Ghanaian girl, right? She was getting married. And everybody was laughing at her online because she was fatter than her man. And every time like a big woman is with a man, they like saying things like, oh, he's with her for the money. And that's also not a nice thing that women experience, because you can be the nicest, sweetest girl. But just because you happen to be rich, they'll think every man who is after you is just after you for the money. Yes.
You have to find conscious it's the man with the money.
That's never a plot twist, Obi.
Plot twist. Those things happen.
It's never been a plot twist.
You must take us in Zambia. Take for instance me, for example, if I had money and then I marry a fat woman, would people assume that I'm with her because of her money? When in actual sense, it's just who I am.
But does that happen a lot?
Not a lot.
That fat women are being picked by men with everything.
Yeah, there's men who just genuinely like women on the bigger side.
I think so. Okay. Yeah, I think that's something I'm working with, because as a big woman, you always have to have like exterior motives. You're like, okay, maybe this person he just wants me because I don't know what. You just never feel worthy enough for certain things. Like if me, like a handsome man was after me, like I'll be like, what do you want? Who sent you and why are you here?
Oh, Naka, that's a problem, Kai.
Easy.
Yeah, mean dysmorphia.
I'll ask like why.
It's a lot of women going through that. Also, I think we're just dwelling more on the big women, even slim women actually.
Yeah, even slim. Okay, maybe I was talking from experience.
Yeah, personal experience.
Even slim women feel that as well, especially those who might be petite. Those who, no matter how much they eat, they don't even gain weight, and then they're made fun of. They're called names, sticks. Even men who are slender in body, that. In my family, we call Tuma men. Oh, sorry, you see? I've said Tuma. We call men with small bodies in laws at Kaponyunyo. Like, oh, that's a man. Kikapunyunyu is like a small man, So you find there are certain men who are so small that I think it also affects them. It affects their confidence.
Even me.
Even you.
Same. I told you I was slim, So they would call me at home, skin my bones on my yoko.
Meaning what?
Like you're tiny, you're so small. The wind can blow you. This is crazy. I was like a small picking.
And then there to my small men who want to go for big women.
Yes. So from the experience I've seen, from what I've heard from women, they say small men are very confident. And they actually do get those women.
Small men are confident.
That's very commendable. Because at the end of the day,
when he has to stretch out to try and grab you,
it's cute. You stop laughing at your friend. That's okay.
I'm not laughing. It's an example. I'm just saying.
So it's like a lot of us have had this problem.
We've had. What are the solutions?
And then, so with dysmorphic disorder, there's no cure. Yes, so that's why I wanted to speak in my personal nankane, my personal space, how I managed to overcome it and all that.
Tell me, baby.
Yamene Raija.
Used to look in the mirror.
Speaking
When
positively.
I look in the mirror.
Speaking positively about yourself. Also, if you notice that maybe you are worried about your weight, you know that times genetics, there are certain genes that no matter how much you work out,
You will never
you
lose
can't
the
lose
weight.
weight.
Yeah.
The best you can do is just keep healthy.
Yeah.
That's it. You just have to accept your weight because it's what was given to you.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was a good say.
No. The hanging man is missing.
Adikuti.
Oh. The hanging man is missing.
Yes, so seeing as there is no cure,
Yeah.
there are just certain adjustments that can help you
Yeah.
cope or adapt with your situation.
Yeah.
If you've got a big nose,
Get a nose ring.
yes, there's that. You can get a nose ring.
that.
Just beautify it or something.
Yeah.
Or if you're not a piercings person, there are certain characters that have made it like...
Okay, to have big noses.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
No, there's nothing wrong with a big nose.
I'm not saying this. I mean, look at me. I'm
Laugh
the leader.
about it yourself. When you
See?
start laughing about yourself, you're so comfortable. You're laughing about it. So that if someone tries to show you,
You've already showered
you've
yourself.
showered yourself.
You know who my worst problem was growing up? Mozegeta.
Eh.
You know why? They changed it to what? Nozegeta. You're laughing? God will punish you. You're laughing?
I've got new names to save you every podcast.
Bugs Bunny. You are the one to talk.
You're so nosy, man.
My trauma.
Sorry, I was just joking.
Even also, if you have problems with your body, do something about it. It helps. Like even for me, like I've had a battle with my weight, but I learned to appreciate eating right. And I learned to work out and I learned to exercise. Like from January 2024 to, I'll say September, because I've been gaining weight slowly because I've been careless. I lost 25 kilograms.
That's a lot.
And not because I was starving myself. Because of exercise, but not just exercise. Exercise was light, just walking, but really pretty much just eating right. Who I was in January is not who I am in, this is what, November. There's no way I would have rocked this hairstyle in January. But look at me, I'm looking like Tony Braxton, who has an eating problem.
Jeez.
And I'm okay with that, you know? Or, that wasn't necessary. Or also like, do something about yourself. Like for me, what I've learned is, I've learned to accept my body for who I am.
Yeah.
I have all these battles, especially when it comes to men and how I feel men view me. But I've told myself that every day is a learning opportunity for me to do better by myself.
Yeah.
So I've started doing things that make me attractive to myself. And the more attractive I am to myself, the more I'm attractive to other people, because happiness, at the end of the day, it comes from within.
From within.
So me, I'm extremely confident. If a man doesn't like me because of my weight, I don't think he deserves
Just
me.
them to get
Yeah.
that.
There are other men who like a snack to go with their main meal, you know, and might bring a snack, a main meal, a pantry. Don't do that, you know.
Are you familiar?
Small bums and don't do that. Are you familiar? No.
Such a-
Bad manners. Bad manners. Yes. And then also another thing that I feel women need to know is that not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. You're not ice cream. No, not everyone is going to like you, you know? And that's something that most women don't know, that it's okay to be yourself. So at the end of the day, you start conforming to standards of beauty that do not actually do anything for you, just because you want to be accepted. Like, I'll be straight talking today. You know you're big. You want to force yourself in this to small clothes that to make yourself to compete with these smaller bodies, right? And then you just end up looking a certain way. You're not even comfortable. If you wear certain clothes and you're comfortable in them, well and good. But if you're wearing clothes just to make men want to be interested in you, no, you need to understand what works for your body. I told you I've got my small bums. You will never see me in a tight-fitting... Okay, but I wore a mini yesterday. Did you see my...
A shower.
Did you see what I wore?
No, why did we comment?
Look at me contradicting. Why didn't you send me a message and comment on my look?
I didn't.
I was telling you the day before I didn't know what to wear. But then all of a sudden I was looking nice. Why didn't you comment?
Unachoka, mana.
You didn't know I don't need your validation now.
I didn't tell you.
No, you didn't.
We tashed with Sejo.
No, you didn't tasha me. You gossiped about me.
Hey, wait, that counts as
It doesn't count. You
no,
see,
but I told you.
that's another problem of
What's
body
the problem?
dysmorphia. I like what? Validation. You didn't validate me.
I think
It's too late now.
I thought I did.
You did.
Check your WhatsApp.
You didn't even like my photos. You didn't like my video.
You
You are lying.
Check your WhatsApp.
No, you didn't tasha me. When did you tasha me? You're lying.
The problem with
The problem is you like every other woman except your friends. It's okay. No, I mean, I don't need your validation.
Even the other women are saying the same thing. So who am I liking, guys?
Even
the other women.
Oh,
Monday. So, Stu, you've spoken for the women.
I'll speak for the men.
Oh. Our biggest problem, our confidence comes from our penile or penis size. Yes. So, in instances where, for example, you feel you're inadequate and you cannot please your woman, women have said, okay, cool, you are small, but at least let it work. You see? So what really affects us the most is it's small and it can't work. Because confidence, once your confidence is destroyed, it's very hard to operate. So gentlemen, with issues to performance, there are things I can recommend. Okay, not on set, but yes, you can contact me. I'll tell you things that can help you out. But number one, sana is ginger. Ginger, even if you are small, at least, what you are trying to fight is what's that? Penile dysfunction, PD, and E. Is that what they call? No, is that what they call impotence?
This,
where like you cannot achieve hard-on or full erection. Yes, there are certain herbs that you guys can actually take to help. So I've had a few people come to my inbox asking for what foods they can. I believe in herbal nankane. What they can take and what not for sustenance, sustain an erection and what not, or erectile dysfunction.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm sorry to disturb your monologue. But for men, do you think men with small penises, the only problem is their penises or their inadequacy to learn new tricks to help with their situation?
A lot of people are pompous.
Thank you. Keep. I want you to keep advising them
so I want
with that in mind.
I actually appreciate people who seek treatment or advice. Like, how can I go about this? It's very difficult because that's where your confidence as a man comes from. For you to stand up and face or talk to a fellow gentleman who may be an expert or a doctor, like Chief, ukuno bwino jafundisheniko. So, in such cases, you will find the most pompous men, the most arrogant men, rude people, vile men. Are those who cannot perform well in bed. Most cases, not all cases. Even on the internet, we see some of these things. And then their testimonies from some of the women they've been with, they will actually point at, vaja, niso, their behavior. So they're trying to compensate for something they cannot.
Even, I keep on disturbing the male monologue. Even those men who feel like a man has to have a big penis, you find that you might have a big tube, but it doesn't work.
I can't speak on that. I don't know what it feels like.
What, to have something that doesn't work?
No, something that doesn't. Oh no, I'm talking about huge things. No,
I'm
not
talking
on that
about.
side. Yeah,
you can't talk on that.
I can't talk on that. But then, for those that don't work,
my point is because we're talking about physicalities and problems, right? There are some men who feel inadequate because they are small, but there are some men who feel pompous because they are big. But having a big two does not mean that you know what to do with it, or you're like the best lover in the world and you're like what women want at the end of the day. So you find that those who have bigger willies end up bullying those who claim have smaller willies when they just have a two.
So the two
it's like a refrigerator in 2024. It's big, it's there, but it doesn't work.
Have you ever experienced that?
What? So keep talking to the men. Don't be asking me stupid questions on set.
All right. So what was I? Where herbal treatment.
Herbal treatment.
So also on performance. If you're not 100% decide, use your mouth, Chief. the mouthers can also confuse. None can. God is sharp. God gave us different means to. He created us differently. So if you've got what do you call it? MPS, micropenis syndrome. There's the penises that are actually barely visible. Yeah, there are those situations. So obviously it's going to be very difficult for you to have penetrative sex. So in such instances, I'm sure it's going to be difficult for you. Okay, maybe you can devise methods to orgasm yourself. Then for the woman, you can use your mouth. Train yourself to be actually good at that, so that this is a balance, kacha.
As a woman?
Yeah, no, as a man, give her some head. But then you will find that Oku is not working. Then also hear that it's disgusting.
Hey.
But there's going to be a problem in the house. That's where now women start cheating. When you say that for better, for worse, that is worse, man.
It's disgusting. Ew.
I told a friend of mine, he was saying at okay, for him, he was very candid about it. He said, no, boy, me, it's like that. But then the idea of giving head is also a problem. And I feel like that's a skill it's a must. You must practice. Yes, it may be disgusting, but she needs that. As long as she's your partner, you might need to learn the la 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 la.
I mean, you're disgusted by your partner's physicality.
Yes. So I was actually tutoring on Facebook. Like, if you don't know how to give head, just say nasilele repeatedly. The lele, nasilele. It's going to help you give head. And we laughed about it, but it's
Why
actually
should it be Rosie?
I didn't think of any other name, but it was actually effective too for a few gents, I'm sure. Cheers, guys. You're welcome.
First of all, gents, it doesn't work on every woman. So don't think you'll be out there just in a random woman's house going nasilele, nasilele, nasilele.
Nasilele. Just know how to flick your tongue, fam. You got this. But if you need tips, guys, you can hit me up. I'm not an expert, but I know one or two things. That's why the whole gynecologist Wapi Pasana came from. Yes, because I just know one or two things about,
And also, like, I just want to also touch on the way religion sometimes has shaped the way we see our bodies and how we then respond in relationships. Why are you smiling?
No, I'm listening.
Like, one thing I've noticed, I think one thing I've noticed is that we're told, stay away from men, So you find that you treat men's bodies in a way that you're shy, or you are afraid to explore, or you are taught like, a woman should not come here, a woman should just be very submissive in certain situations. So you find that you spend most of the time like, you're hiding your body, or you don't want to look, or you don't want to touch, because if you touch, you shouldn't touch, rather. So you find that you have all these women who, they don't know what to do with their hands, or they don't know what to do when they're met in relationships. So the man wants to be physical because you're like told certain things about your body that you're not supposed to do, or you're not supposed to show a man. If a man sees you naked...
Are you Christian?
Me? Why are you asking me that on air? If a man sees you naked...
Yeah, you see, so with religion... First and foremost, you are not supposed to be engaging in any sexual relations before marriage.
If you're Christian,
yes,
not religious.
Or if you're Christian, yes.
Yeah, it's the Christian doctrine. You're not supposed to engage in premarital sex.
Okay, we're looking at now. I think Christians cover the most nankane. One of the big, isn't it the biggest religion?
No, I think it's Islam.
No, Christianity. So, it's law. Do not do fornication. You see, so you have to wait until marriage. And now we're seeing divorce cases. I am not encouraging fornication, but we're seeing a lot of divorce cases because you end up married and then you didn't know your wife couldn't do this, or your husband couldn't do that. I don't know, are you getting me?
Am I getting you?
Are you understanding what I'm saying?
I'm listening, yes.
You only get to find out what your partner can do sexually once you're married. And that's... no, we're not going to deviate. I won't speak on that.
We're not deviating because we're going to have an entire episode on sex soon. We're like literally, we're going to be in bed, all of us together. All of us, me, you, the chessmates. It's a whole thrapo couple thing.
Yeah, so coming back to
let's
you
come back
saying-
to physicality. But for me, what I'm trying, for me, when it comes to like how we view ourselves in relationships is based on how the treatment we've gotten from people before. If you have been in a relationship where your man has been abusive, ndiwe choipa, but ndiye kaenza kukonka ka ndiwe choipa, chone nchimpuno, chone nchikala ichi, una black yoipa, you know, then all of a sudden, even when you argue in a relationship, this man uses your insecurities against you.
Yes.
You know, or even a woman would date a man who is short, and then she wants to do this to you when you fight, Fupika, but she chose
Even
you.
slap your head.
Yeah, the disrespect. Have you ever seen that video of that man? They're having an interview. I don't know where that was. And there was like a short man, a little person. And then the little person wants to answer. And then one of the guys goes,
Oh,
and then they do what?
At the courts, huh? Anyway, what was taken? You know, short people suffer, Mandy. But then, as a fellow short man,
But you're not short. We're the same height. You're actually taller than me, right?
slightly. That's not short. Someone was asking me, can't you is taller than you? I don't know. There was a
Hey, I
comment
was
like
the
that.
disrespect.
I was also shocked. What was I wearing? I thought I was
Heels.
in heels or something. But yes, at the end of the day, because what we're looking for are solutions.
Yeah.
And I have laid down what I think can be done to people who experience body dysmorphia. And then for the fact that a lot of us actually experience it,
Yeah.
maybe they can try the mirror method.
Uh-huh.
And 2, every morning when they wake up, just a small chat with themselves. Talk to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if-
Positive affirmations.
positive affirmations actually work
I think they work too.
a lot.
Yeah.
You see? So even that other method for showering yourself works very well.
Yeah.
Shower yourself before people shower you.
Before people
So that
shower
when
you.
people shower you,
Yeah.
at least you've already accepted. And it's not a deformity.
Yeah.
We are created differently.
Yeah.
You see? And then there are people who are, they feel downcast. No, there's no one who approaches me. You're just in the wrong area.
Yeah.
There's someone for everyone. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
It's just that some people just get too many of our people who are supposed to come to us. Very selfish.
Yeah.
But yes, there's someone for everyone.
Yeah.
So do not get discouraged that nobody fires me. Shan. Also, take care of yourself. There's nothing insecurities are going to do for you.
Yeah.
Accept your situation, saying that no, I feel, because the people who made you accept that, maybe it's the home or people growing up, maybe
Yeah.
there was some jealous vija. And then I've noticed that some people who they had big lips and whatnot, and now in the
Big
adulthood,
lips, I think.
yes, people are actually going for surgeries just to get big lips.
Big lips
You see?
filler. Yes.
Your nose is too small, too big. Other people are getting reductions, others are getting enlargements. You see.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's about accepting your form.
Yeah.
Acceptance
yeah.
is the key to everything.
Yeah.
Even during counseling, the first thing that they'll tell you is acceptance. Accept that you're an alcoholic. Accept that you're a druggist.
Accept you're fat, you're small, you've
Yes.
got no bums, you've got big bums,
That's the first step to healing.
dimples, stretch marks, a big
Yes.
belly. Like accept everything about you.
Exactly.
Like
once you accept everything, nothing the external factors, nothing the world says to you can break you. Those people say, Links, how do you handle criticism? Even that has helped me.
yeah.
There's nothing someone can say that can ruin me. Because people speak from different places of maybe malice. They're just people who are just angry by life. You see?
Yeah.
Try to understand, or just learn a few things about that person. You will see that, okay, no, this one was trying to displace their anger or
On
hatred
you.
for themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of bullying happens because bullies hated themselves before they could project
That on you.
exactly. You are beautiful. You are handsome. Own it.
Like even for me now, even as we start to wind down, is that I look online, I get so many messages from young people, even just women like, oh, you are glowing,
Yeah.
you're beautiful, like, what are you doing? And I, for the longest time, battled to give answers to why people think I am looking a certain way. And the answer is simple. The answer is I finally learned to love myself and to do things that make me happy.
Yeah.
And any man who comes to me after is just a byproduct of my fabulosity. At the end of the day, I am comfortable in my own skin. I don't dress for men. I don't wake up and say, I'm going to look like this for men. I dress for myself, you know. I am happy with myself, small bums and all, big shoulders, big nose. I don't care. At the end of the day, I am comfortable. And if a man is not into that, that's fine. Like you said, there's somebody for someone, you know.
For everyone.
Somebody for everyone. And if that person might not be you, it might be the next person at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And once you learn to accept yourself, even now that, yes, again, I lost a lot of weight, but I'm slowly gaining it. And I'm ready to start again losing weight. Not for people, but for myself, because I have an aesthetic in my mind I want to do.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, if you as a person are not confident in who you are, there is no man that's going to make you feel worthy. These men will lie to you. These men are going to... If you yourself do not feel or think you are beautiful, there's no person on this earth that's going to convince you you are beautiful if you yourself do not see that in the mirror.
Exactly.
And that's what people need to learn. And also, like me, be like me. Start learning new things even in adulthood. I'm learning because of you. I'm learning to take compliments for the first time in my life. Every compliment I receive, usually, it comes with a thank you, but thank you, like I always need to justify being told something positive about myself because I'm not used to that. But that's something where if someone says, oh, you look beautiful today, I say thank you and keep quiet. It's something very hard for me. Because I want to explain, oh, thank you, I got this dress at this much. Or thank you, I bought this at that, But I can't do that now. And that's something that...
Progress.
Thank you. And to that, I owe you... Wait. My cup is full. Look, I can swallow a lot. Okay, now my cup is okay.
Cheers.
So, thank you for the positive affirmations that you give me all the time. You give me a lot of positive affirmations. I truly appreciate that, and not because it's coming from a man, but it's because I think you notice my authentic self without judgment. I appreciate that, and you're a very handsome and strong man. You're a good short king. You deserve everything that's coming to you.
Amen.
Yes.
Cheers.
You know you could still compliment me. You just left me hanging. It's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll tell you. No, but baby, come on.
You just left me kuwaya. I compliment you all that, and then you're like, Chase.
Think life is easy.
Your mother. Never again.
The wine house.
What? The wine house. I waited to say this about the wine house. I had the most amazing experience at the wine house when I was in Mongo. I was stranded.
Wait, they're spread out.
They're in Mongo.
Oh, okay.
I was stranded in Mongo. I was stranded in the plains because I was in a banana boat. And then I was saved by these people on a speedboat. They came and they put me on a speedboat. A journey that was going to take me 3 hours took me like 30 minutes. And to say thank you, I didn't know what to do, but I was like some really bougie people in Mongo, and they were like, let us take you to this restaurant. So we went into the middle of town and we went to this place you guys called the Wine House. And the worst part is, I wanted to make an impression because these people came from like a really good family. So we went and we bought like Jaeger bombs and amazing things at the Wine House. And everyone says Mongo is a village. I did not expect to be such a place like the Wine House. Mongo is amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, so a few months ago, I went back to Mongo and I went to the Wine House in town, in this road. I don't know the name because, I'm from Lusaka.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. I did not find the Wine House, but they contacted me and they told me that they are no longer in town. They have a new location, and I'm going to put it right here on your screen, you guys. If you are looking for a place to hang out in Mongo, if you want to come if you have that capisas like me, you've got a style like me, and you want to meet like-minded individuals in Mongo, go to the wine house. Shout out to the wine house. They saved me. They made me look really bougie in the middle of Mongo because,
So is it a restaurant?
It's like mostly like it's a bar. Okay. It's like a place where you can go and hang out. And I don't know if there's food. Like, I'm going to contact the person who works at the wine house.
Yeah.
But it's like, when I went there, it was just the best aesthetic to be in Mongo.
I think for my birthday, pa 16,
you want me
to wine house.
We can do the wine house for your birthday. But for your birthday, first of all, I'm going to contact the wine house. I'll get more information. They can send you a bottle. And we're also going to play 30 Seconds with Sergio. Let's rent an apartment for your birthday. We play
like
30 seconds. Idea. We play games. If you guys have anything you'd like to send links for his birthday, hit me up, DM me. I'll put my number in the comment section. DM me, and we're going to do a small get together for Lynx's birthday.
Finally, 23 guys.
Next sake, your father who died. No, we're going to play games, we're going to have drinks, and we're going to celebrate Lynx. And we're going to play the
Z2 clue. It's 2, not 100.
Baby, why do I keep reading 2? The Z100.
No, that's not 100. That's 2. The Z2 clue.
If you and your friends are into game nights and you like...
It's actually fun. Let's just do one more before...
We do one more before we close. Sorry. Yeah, one more before we close. So do it and then I'll do it. Okay. Pick one.
I pick this one.
And choose which side you want. 1, 2, 3, hurry up. We've got 1 minute.
No. Okay. The white side.
Yes.
The biggest migration in Africa.
Bantu migration.
No.
No?
In the... Yeah.
It's not the Bantu migration.
No, it's not. Yeah, that book for animals, the one that talks about political system.
Animal Farm.
Yes. Oh, wait. No. Capital city of Nigeria.
Lagos.
Okay.
Plateau. The biggest migration is the what?
Lubalunda.
The wildebeest, the Lubalunda. Wow, you could come with so many things about the Lubalunda.
Lubalunda was from Angola to Zambia.
You're disappointing. Ready?
I didn't like history. Huh?
Let me show you how I describe. Flip this for me. Okay. I have Pingila Dew. It's called a what?
No. Threat.
No. I have Pingila Dew. It's a what?
It's a threat.
One day I'll get you.
Promise.
Tongas and Losses are what?
Tribal cousins.
Yes. This guy was fighting the 40 thieves. It's also the name of a website.
Man, no.
This one's where they fight.
Alibaba.
Yes. Vince McMahon is the director of the
WWE.
Yes. And then this one also, when he comes on your face, it's on your chest. It's called the what? Necklace. And that is all we have on the shop for you today. If you want to buy the games, get that Z2 clue. Shout out to Silomesi and the team. And it is pearls.
Pearls.
Pearl necklace. Thank
guys,
you
thank you so much.
Bye, and we will see you on the next one.
Week. Cheersy.
How long was that?
That was 1 hour 40.
Oh!
We tried. I didn't expect us to do that long.
Hey.